Hey guys, I'm Paul
And I'm Will.
from Paul and Will Photography. This is the second episode
I
of
think it's the second episode of
Paul
Paul
and
Will
Will
TV.
Excellent. What we have here,
Are
because
we going to go ahead? Sorry.
go ahead. No problem. That's fine. We have our camera gear. The camera gear we use for our weddings and our engagement photo shoots.
Yeah, absolutely. This is basically almost everything that we take with us when we go to an event. Anyway, when we go on to a normal outdoor shoot or a normal engagement shoot, we don't take all of this stuff. It's just a lot of stuff to carry. But when we go to a function, yeah, this is the majority of it. Well, not really the majority of it. Some of it we leave, some of it we take. It all depends on what we feel that we're going to need for that particular day.
We do carry our equipment with following bags.
I don't think we carry it though.
Yeah,
These bags are.
This is the Think Tank Streetwalker. Think Tank, amazing brand, solid bag. If you're gonna go on walking around shooting engagement photo shoots, this actually probably would be the best bet right here. That's the
And that's the bag that we normally carry our lighting equipment in, flashes, continuous lighting, etc. That's what we use there.
This is the Think Tank Airport Takeoff. My favorite bag. Love this bag. I take everything. All my camera gear, my two bodies, lenses, flash units, laptops, name it. I have everything in here. Solid bag, very sturdy, and also changes into a backpack and rolling too. Okay, that's the Think Tank Airport.
I'm not a fan of the Think Tank. I think it's a bit bigger and big clunky. That's why I particularly like this one right here, which is the Low Pro X100. It's part of the X100 series. We actually have one of these, which is the 100. We also have a 300, which is the larger model. I'm particularly
It's a nice small bag, eh?
I'm particularly a fan of this one just because it is smaller.
Well, you see the size difference?
Oh yeah, its size
Huge.
difference is huge.
Big thing.
And of course, it is a rolly bag, so if I'm on location, I don't have to break my back carrying all the equipment in here.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like him. It comes right from the car, right to the hall, without even hurting me, without even breaking my back on that one. So that's why I like that. Also, it has the built-in security lock, so when you're going through airport security and whatnot, you just lock it up.
We have certain bodies that we like to use. We're actually Canon shooters. We have nothing against Nikon, but we just like
Nikon is the dark side.
he thinks it's dark side.
I used to be a Nikon shooter. It's okay.
I love the Canon. I love the lenses they make, so that's why we are Canon shooters. That's my personal opinion. Whatever the case is.
Now we have a number of bodies. We only have two on the table here because we're using another two to record. Right there and right there. And we have a couple bodies that are not here as well because we have another shooter that's out using them right now for a function.
So this is the 5D Mark II with a battery grip, generic battery grip, 2 batteries. This is like my workhorse. I love this camera. Very sturdy. People say there's a problem with focusing. You know what? The way I shoot, I use a lot of manual focusing, so it works out perfectly for me. And this is my baby. I love this camera, 5D Mark III. I have really nothing to really say. 22.3 megapixel, low light performance, amazing. Outperforms almost every single camera that's out there. 1DX, this goes and compares to 1DX, but other than that, it's a solid camera. Has dual slots for SD and CF. Also, Canon brand battery grip, and that's that. Perfect. Now,
Alright, so those are the two bodies we have on the table. Also, right in front of us, we're using Canon 7D, and of course, that's one of Canon's most robust cameras. Is not considered a pro camera because it's not a 1D series, but I mean, it is very good, and it was revolutionized the entire video industry, and that's why this camera is there. And also up here, we're using a backup body that we have, and we actually have two of these bodies, just like we have two of the Mark IIIs that are part of our equipment list. 260Ds, again, they do video. They're not the best. They still take the same focusing system from the 5D Mark II, but I mean, it's still a solid body. Can't rely. If anything happens to our primes, we got the backups just to cover our butts.
Absolutely. Now let's go into lenses. I'm going to be talking to you about more of the prime lenses. I'm more of the prime lens photographer. I think this is the lord of all prime lenses. 85mm, 1.2, L series. One of Canon's best lenses. The sharpest lens gives me amazing bokeh when I take photos, and the way I shoot with manual focusing, this lens works the best. And that's the 85 1.2.
Now my particular favorite lens, and I've got two of them in my kit, but my particular favorite lens right here is the 100mm macro, the 2.8L. This one, you know, it comes with a built-in IS, so it's great for video, but I mean, this is what I use when I go to any function to get those very, very, very tight detail shots. For instance, the rings.
Exactly.
I mean, you need to get a really tight shot of that. And 2.8 gives a nice bokeh effect, but again, the focusing is dead on. I mean, it's a sliver. It is a very fast lens. It's very, very sharp. And that's why I love this one. And for video as well, it gets some nice details out of whatever you're shooting.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to actually bring out two lenses that are actually very alike to each other, but different focal length. So, the two lenses are the Sigma 50mm 1.4 and the Sigma 35mm 1.4. The 35mm 1.4 is a newer lens that came out just about...
It came out like literally a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago. Solid lens. I use these two lenses for all my detail shots for the bright shots. Sometimes you don't have enough space. These lenses work the magic.
They're very tight on a full-frame camera. Absolutely.
Bokeh, fabulous. And you know what? I'll show you some pictures end of the clip. But yeah, these are amazing. So... that's my prime lens.
And of course, we actually have my also second favorite lens is actually filming on the 7D right now, and that is a 30mm Sigma. That's the 1.4 that they made. Again, this is a workhorse lens. It works well when you're in tight areas. The only problem is it's a DG lens and it only works on a crop body. So that's why I carry the 7D around with me, just because that lens, I love it to death. It's an amazing lens.
Sigma doesn't make bad lenses. Their lenses are pretty solid. Like these two lenses,
if you can get over the chromatic abrasion,
of course. And these two lenses have 9 aperture blades, very comparable with the actual Canon
1.2s.
1.2s. I actually did the comparison with the 35 1.4 with the Canon 35 1.4. No difference. This is actually, I think, outperforms it.
It does actually.
Oh, absolutely.
The next lens we have, of course, we actually have two of them. We have very, very telephoto. It is a prime lens. This is the 135 What is it? This is the
2.0.
2.0 135L. I keep forgetting the aperture on that one, but again, this lens is a beauty, especially when you're getting distance shots.
I think the sharpest lens that Canon makes.
It is one of the sharpest lenses that Canon makes. So I mean, if you have a little worry about a blurry problem, you don't. This lens will compensate for it.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good lens. I'm very happy with that one. And of course, my ultimate favorite, especially for portrait photography, the 7200 2.8. This one, I mean, I don't want to be near people. I want people, when they're doing the engagement shoots, I want people to act themselves. I don't want somebody up in their face with a nice wide angle lens. 7200 does it very nicely, and it gives a nice creamy bokeh.
This is the non-IS version. Honestly, we don't see any difference.
Well, this is the 2.8
2.8.
version. I mean, you get the equivalent of that 4 version. Of course, you need a little bit more light in your ambience, but this is...
a little more costly, but this actually does the job for us. You know, we actually have pretty steady hands, and we normally will use it during the daytime anyways. That's that. Now, another beautiful lens is the 16-35 Canon Mark 1 actually. Solid lens, gives us a nice wide angle, especially when you're shooting with a full frame body. Mm-hmm. Solid lens is a must, definitely a must for a creative photographer.
Now that's all the lenses that we have on this side. Of course, we have a few more. This camera is using a kit lens, of course, just because it's a backup body. And what is it? That's a 19-35. No, 18-135. 3.5 to 5.6. That's the lens portion, and the body portion and the bags what we take with us when we go on to an event or even just to a shoot. Like I said, we don't carry all of this stuff normally, not every day anyway. But this is primarily what we have in our inventory that we use everything, I think.
Exactly.
Not every day, but we use everything.
Yeah, of course.
Next time we're going to get into a second episode where we're going to get more involved in flashes and off-camera lighting techniques that we use, as well as what's on this table. I mean, we got a lot of stuff.
More of the strobist part of the video.
Yeah, so because lighting plays a huge factor in photography.
Huge. So, till then, we'll see you at the next episode. I'm Paul.
I'm Will.
From Paul and Will Photography, and this is Paul and Will TV, and
we'll see you next time.
What am I gonna do with it?